A state district judge has blocked the actions of a municipal utility district tied to a controversial Muslim enclave. This is Monday, March 23rd, 2026.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Thanks for kicking off your week with the Texas Minute. If you enjoy the Texas Minute, please share it with your friends and family. Our goal is to see more Texans informed and engaged on the events and issues impacting the Lone Star State. Let's jump into the news. Attorney General Ken Paxton obtained a court order late last week halting actions by an Epic City-linked municipal utility district. The case centers on allegations that the R Municipal Utility District 2A has been used to advance a controversial Islamic enclave known as Epic City. The state's lawsuit focuses on a 2025 special meeting where the R MUD board allegedly resigned en masse, installed new directors at a remote roadside location identified only by GPS coordinates, and then quickly voted to annex more than 400 acres tied to Epic City. Paxton's office alleges that the maneuver effectively transformed the MUD into a vehicle for Epic City's backers, allowing them to expand taxing authority and infrastructure support without going through the process of forming a new district. The judge's order blocks the district and its board from taking further steps to support the development while the litigation continues. A resolution calling for the resignation of Harris County Judge Lena Hildalgo was tabled when none of the Democrats on the Harris County Commissioners Court would second a procedural motion brought by the lone Republican. Earlier this month, Hildalgo and several of her guests attempted to enter a premium floor section of the Houston Rodeo without a ticket. Rodeo officials asked her multiple times to return to the county suite before eventually escorting her out of the stadium entirely. Hildalgo claimed that she was physically shoved, threatened with arrest, and then attributed the incident, of course, to sexism and possible racial bias. Rodeo officials have rejected those characterizations outright. Hildalgo was not present at the Commissioners Court meeting when the resolution was considered, as she's currently on a trip to Europe, visiting the countries whose soccer teams will be playing in Houston later this year as part of the World Cup. The resolution could be considered at the Commissioners' meeting later this month. The Texas Minute will be right back.
Hey there, it's Chris Salcedo. Join me weekdays at 9 o'clock in the morning on the Salcedo Storm podcast. The Salcedo Storm is your go-to source for all things national, state, and cultural news, plus some insightful interviews to keep you in the know.
When conservative activist Bonnie Wallace attempted to read passages from books found in the Houston Independent School District's libraries, board members ordered her to be silent and then had her ejected from the meeting by the police. Wallace was among a group of parents and community advocates trying to raise concerns about sexually explicit and profane books being made available to children by the schools. Critics have long argued, correctly, that if board members deemed a book's content too explicit for adults in a public meeting, it shouldn't be accessible to students. You can find details on all the stories mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Daniel Greer and Michael Wilson. Our producer is Nick Shepard. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Now, go make it a great day.